Gratitude creates hope, and hope activates the law of attraction. Go ahead and believe that no one shines brighter than you. Become amazing and be happy. Happiness is always there. You just have to choose to see it. There's no point dwelling in the dark and ignoring the light of the stars. To live greatly, we must develop the capacity to face trouble with courage, disappointment with cheerfulness, and triumph with humility. I was lost yesterday, I am found today, and I will be forgotten tomorrow. The world is before you, and you need not take it or leave it as it was when you came in. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue what you want. I like to set my dreams high. That way, even if I only make it halfway there, it's still pretty darn good. Count your age by friends, not years. Count your life by smiles, not tears. And if my heart be scarred and burned, the safer for all I learned. I prefer for my world to have the highest certification of being a faithful representation of the exterior world. Maybe everyone is just waiting for someone else to save them. Create a vision for the life you really want, and then work relentlessly towards making it a reality. Men don't need linguistic talent, they just need courage and words. Your rebel soul shines like a diamond pulled from dust, bright, clear, and flawless. What a bright sunny day, and I don't know what to say. We all have stories we tell ourselves until we believe them to be true. Dreams don't work unless you take action. The surest way to make your dreams come true is to live them. Finding the lesson behind every adversity will be the one important thing that helps get you through it. And the truth must finally lie in that which every oppressed individual feels within himself but hasn't the courage to express. Pessimistic Tidak Lebi Daripada Sikap Takber Mendahului Nasib. There is another alphabet, whispering from every leaf, singing from every river, shimmering from every sky. A celibate clergy is an especially good idea, because it tends to suppress any hereditary propensity toward fanaticism. It was always the becoming he dreamed of, never the being. The language of friendship is not words, but meanings. The joy in life is who has the heart to demand it. Being liked for the way you looked is worse than not being liked at all. Power does not corrupt. Fear corrupts. Perhaps the fear of a loss of power. Telling Sam and Danica feels like peeling off my own skin to expose everything underneath. It hurts. We are stuck with technology when what we really want is just stuff that works. The thermometer of success is merely the jealousy of the malcontents. For all those that have to fight for the respect that everyone else is given without question. To succeed, you must reach for the stars and let your imagination find its own path. Don't go on discussing what a good person should be. Just be one. Spread kindness, caring, and compassion and create your own paradise. Infuse it with joy and you've created heaven on earth. If you can't control your peanut butter, you can't expect to control your life. I will not deny, but that the best apology against false accusers is silence and sufferance, and honest deeds said against dishonest words. One must reach out and try to grasp this astonishing finesse, that the value of life cannot be estimated. Reason is, and ought only to be the slave of the passions. It takes time to build a career and become industry savvy, Sim Jezaheo. The wise are not wise because they make no mistakes. They are wise because they correct their mistakes as soon as they recognize them. Time has always been the greatest ally to truth, because time eventually relieves and reveals all. Two wrongs don't make a right, but they make a good excuse. I shall allow no man to belittle my soul by making me hate him. There is no standard normal. Normal is subjective. There are 7 billion versions of normal on this planet. It isn't where you came from. It's where you're going that counts. Wanting to be someone else is a waste of the person you are. Imagining that you are deep and complex, but others are simple, is one of the primary signs of malignant selfishness. It doesn't matter what we are. It matters what we do. It is not worth the while to let our imperfections disturb us always. Life's greatest gift is the freedom it leaves you to step out of it whenever you choose. Half of seeming clever is keeping your mouth shut at the right times. If you tend to a flower, it will bloom, no matter how many weeds surround it. Never lose hope. Storms make people stronger and never last forever. Only knowledge can turn life's unbearableness into a weapon. When it's possible for you to dream, it's not impossible to achieve. There are few sources of energy so powerful as a procrastinating college student. The trick is to enjoy life. Don't wish away your days, waiting for better ones ahead. You will never be able to escape from your heart, so it's better to listen to what it has to say. Anyone can hide. Facing up to things, working through them, that's what makes you strong. Strong souls face painful tragedies because the universe honors their strength by pulling out its most fearsome weapons against them. If they don't like you for being yourself, be yourself even more. It's easier to fake it. When you fake it for 16 years, it becomes part of you, something you don't think about. Failure is instructive. The person who really thinks learns quite as much from his failures as from his successes. Even as a solid rock is unshaken by the wind, so are the wise unshaken by praise or blame. It's your life. You don't need someone's permission to live the life you want. Be brave to live from your heart. Excessive praise arises from the same bigotry matrix as excessive criticism. First, you jump off the cliff and build your wings on the way down. Liberty without learning is always in peril, and learning without liberty is always in vain. It matters not how fast light may travel, darkness shall always be there awaiting its arrival. The true hypocrite is the one who ceases to perceive his deception, the one who lies with sincerity. Receiving is good, but giving is much better. Nevertheless, sharing is the best. When one experiences truth, the madness of finding fault with others disappears. Dream big. You owe no one an explanation for the size of your dream. Victories that come cheap are cheap. Those only which are worth having come as the result of hard fighting. Treachery and violence are spears pointed at both ends. They wound those who resort to them worse than their enemies. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Most of the basic material a writer works with is acquired before the age of 15. When we are most alone is when we embrace another's loneliness. Time is simply the measurement of human progression against that of existence. Once war becomes a clash of absolutes, there is no breathing room for mercy. Absolute truth is blind truth. Only he who attempts the absurd is capable of achieving the impossible. If only they would all just leave me alone with my books and my letters, I would be content to let life and the world pass me by. Politics determines who has the power, not who has the truth. We never realize just how many other lives we can help when their paths cross our own. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. I try to avoid looking forward or backward and try to keep looking upward. In this lifetime you meet and part like passing clouds. The rich fop Francis of Assisi was bored all his life. Attitude is a choice. Think positive thoughts daily. Believe in yourself. We have the experience but miss the meaning. An approach to the meaning restores the experience in a different form. We cannot change the cards we are dealt, just how we play the hand. I'm not saying I'm gonna change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. Life is more or less a lie, but then again, that's exactly the way we want it to be. Savor everything. Cling to nothing. Live now, because living then won't be any better. For it is our scars that show us where we've been. Let them not dictate where we are going. One can be the master of what one does, but never of what one feels. Time's stride, so uneven, some days endless, and others like the blink of an eye. The bad news is time flies. The good news is you're the pilot. We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone.